Thursday night. You know how we do out here. It's a nice Thursday stream, but if you'll notice, if you look to your forward, you'll notice two screens. What's that? We've got two artists on tonight. And we're happy to have Dakota back here for another Thursday stream.
That's right, Dakota. Thank you for joining us again. And we know that
You're welcome.
You're very busy with all of your comic work, your furry comics.
Sound a little different.
Got a bit of cold. It's fine.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's a shame. Davey has some for dishwater. Serve it in a dirty glass. Coming right up. You know, the weird thing is, we have those lined up behind the bar. Weird, right?
We got a certain clientele that we like to cater to. And
specifically,
Davey's one of them.
Specular Davey.
Exactly. It's like the aforementioned pipes on the wall, but this time it's dirty glasses. And we're like, oh, Mr. Davey, I'll get your glass.
They're a dishwater holic.
Yeah, it's you know, part of that recycle reuse movement.
Oh yeah, we're eco-friendly out here at 10 Paces.
That's right. That's why we have the bathroom set up we do.
That sounds so gross.
What sounds gross?
Dishwater.
No.
Have you tried it?
Yeah,
I have not.
Don't knock it till you try it.
You might like it.
Mix in some sanitizer while we're at it, feeling healthy tonight. You're never gonna get sick at that rate. That's perfect.
Yeah, keeps the blood healthy.
Ooh, maybe a little blood too. I mean, like, your body needs a lot of blood.
It's clean, yeah. Get it all in one dose. Like all those tech bros are trying to tell me.
Yep. You're not microdosing, you're macrodosing. You're getting the whole thing.
Any ivermectin, go around back. We got a guy.
Yeah, his name's Davey. He'll treat you right.
Our resident horse immunizer.
Oh, that reminds me of the Pokemon guy.
The Pokemon guy?
The creator of Pokemon was
Tajiri?
Let me make sure I get the right name. I think it was the creator, the original guy. Maybe it wasn't Tajiri. It was like Suda or something like that. Suichi?
In Sugimori?
Who made Lugia?
I don't know about that. Anyway, what did they do?
Yeah, fuck it. I'll figure it out while we're going.
They got Google out there. What did they do?
They Google. The alcohol painkiller guy. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. He talked about how he could only make Pokemon on tranquilizers and alcohol.
Horrifying.
Yeah, he died. But, you know, that's what happens. Yeah, it is tragic.
Also, Dakota, I'm looking at your ninja here, and it doesn't look like the art of the Dakota I know up there in the corner.
I mean, you know, multiple Dakotas.
That's true. We do.
Wait, there's what?
You forget about the multiverses.
That's right, everybody. We duped you. It's not Wazzy out here, idiots. How we got you?
You thought for a good 10 minutes and 31 seconds.
It's bats.
Hi, Bat.
Oh.
Welcome. Anyway, we got some Barbie shit to get down to. That's right, it's the Barbie stream. It's topical.
Yep, better never than late. So, what are you thinking for a Barbie show? What really what do you
What
think
do
of
I?
Barbies? What do you?
What do I think of Barbies? I thought the movie was incredible, and I'll be one of the rare ones to say it. It was a great movie.
Whoa. So you're like one of the 3 ticket sales?
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, it
I'm
was
glad you
pretty. It was anti-men, and I'm here for it.
like-
What's up, fucker?
Shit.
Thanks for coming in.
Hi,
Sup,
Red.
fucker?
Radnit that. Or Radnit hat.
Radnit hat? I think that's right.
Yeah,
But-
it's red.
But maybe they knit hats.
But we got a showdown on a Thursday night. Thursday streams aren't usually that long. Without further ado, let's get to it. We're gonna draw our Barbie sonas. It's us, but life in plastic, baby, as the stream title says.
It's
It is
fantastic.
Truly fantastic.
Truly, truly.
And without much more unduly, let's get to it.
I love some Matt Dooley. All right,
I know.
time's a going. We got 20 on the clock. In 3, 2, 1, go. So, Bats, tell the people about yourself.
Fuck, you really put me on the spot there.
Sure did.
I'm an artist. I'm an education major. That's about all I got. I
Well,
work
we're
at a
happy to
vape
have you
shop.
here.
Yeah, thank you for coming out.
I mean, I watch almost every one of your streams, so eventually I was going to pop up.
It's true.
The same Bats from the chat in previous streams.
Yeah, it's that bad.
I have a vendetta against Kirby.
Well, that sucks.
No, the idea is to make him take up the entire screen.
You have a vendetta against Kirby?
I have a
Sounds like
vendetta
you're
of making him bigger.
Kirby worshiper.
Yeah. That's a him-detta.
Everything is Wankershim.
But we'll enlarge Kirby every so often because Travis is busy drawing. I'll keep track of him.
Thank you.
Yeah. In fact, I should do that for my own Twitch account and not the 10 Basis one. It's only fair. I think.
Nah,
10
but you got more
Basis-
points on the 10 paces one.
I think 10 Basis gets infinite.
Yeah, it
They-
does.
We do.
So
You can retract all of my points that I earn.
You can even summon a dance party if I've got it set up on this. And if it's still working.
it might. I don't see why it wouldn't, but you know how tech is.
Because one of 6 programs might update,
Right.
It's a
which
very
is what
large nose
causes
I have to remove.
most of our grievances here in 10 paces.
It
It
looks like
appears I have forgotten how to draw a nose.
well, you see, you make a triangle and then you make it red.
Did you just say make
somebody's
it
been
red?
on Tumblr.
Yeah, that's the Tumblr nose.
Or are you talking about like just a solid red triangle a la Katamari?
You know, either one.
Or
I think
Tingle.
Katamari's. Ooh. Or no, Krillin doesn't have a nose. I was thinking Krillin for a second, but there's a whole.
You could have named
part in-
any character.
Yeah,
Any character.
Wario. He's got a little triangle nose.
Nah, he's got a full on
He's got a
boober up
snoz.
there.
He's got a. Let's just say, if his nose was on the tracks, the train would derail. Animal Crossing nose, yeah. Or villager nose. I suppose there are animals that also just have the triangle nose.
They're called birds.
Well, they probably go by names in Animal Crossing, but yeah.
They do. There's just a lot of them. I can't learn all their names.
I remember
That's
I had
not what I wanted.
a eagle called Apollo.
Oh yeah, he's your best gym bro.
He was a gym bro. I really want to find a pigeon villager that's a gym bro, because then you can call him a gym rat.
I don't think they have any rats because they got the hamsters, but give us rats, Nintendo.
Yeah, release the rat cut.
I want a rat whose house is just a
There's
pile of
n-
garbage.
I think it's because there's mouse villagers.
But I want him to have a New York accent.
Yeah. Well, that's where the catchphrase comes in.
Where he says, "I'm walking here."
Yep.
I saw a bunch of rats when I was in New York who were walking there. I think I talked about on stream how I saw a feral cat get just deterred by a bunch of rats.
Oh, jeez.
They're fucking monsters in New York, man. I had one steal my bagel.
It wasn't
Yeah,
your
that-
bagel, apparently.
I guess not.
You lived in New York for a bit. What was the weirdest thing you saw?
The weirdest thing I ever saw would violate Twitch's guidelines.
Okay, what's the second weirdest thing? I don't know. We've said some weird shit on here.
We're past the mark anyway, so like we can say some heinous shit as far as YouTube's concerned.
That's true.
The weirdest thing I ever fucking saw was I was on the subway. Well, one, I saw a cat give birth on the subway
Aw, the miracle of life.
in a pizza box.
Yeah. I think you
Or
need
in
a
a-
pizza bed.
Yeah. That's the equivalent of a city manger.
And then I watched a homeless guy successfully steal a very rich looking person's wallet and then try to give it back to him without the money in it.
I was gonna say, did he pull from it? Yeah. Why even try to give it back? The guy can't give you money at that point.
Because
Like
he didn't want the wallet, he just wanted the credit cards that were inside of it.
So just drop it on the ground.
It's not a litter
I
bug.
don't know.
I guess he's a good Samaritan.
He's good enough.
You know, in this story, I'm still on the side of the thief.
Yeah. It's just weird that he would then try to return it and be like, "Hey, I found this without money in it."
Oopsie doops.
I also had someone so context to the story. We were driving through Brooklyn and apparently this guy thought we cut him off, which we very much didn't. We had the right of way to go. And this dude gets so mad enough to the point where he rips open the passenger window and throws a water bottle at my roommate at the time.
Hell yeah.
Just like, why?
Shouldn't have been driving there.
I guess.
I I was when I lived in Colombia, I was driving on my way to work and some guy got mad because I flipped him off while he tried to pass me in a one lane roundabout. And then he cut me off on an overpass. Um, if I were a worse driver, I would have gone off the overpass. But then blocks off the overpass and gets out of his car and comes at my door and he said, "You flipped me off. That's assault." And then he tries to get in my car and I'm like, "You're actively trying to assault me right now."
Yeah.
But I
Bro.
guess different strokes.
I don't know how people can be so violent in cars.
It's mind-boggling.
Like, I'm aggressive, but I would never, like, get out of my car and actually fight somebody.
Yeah, I mean, engines are worked up.
Yeah, you're in that rush hour traffic. You got your wife breathing down your neck.
Yeah,
And I mean, you can't hit her, so what's the next best thing? This jack off on the road.
my boss is berating me, and work
Yeah,
isn't
yeah,
going the
yeah.
way I want. So obviously, it's this guy's in traffic's fault.
Yep. Good thing I have a tire iron.
I mean, I do keep a comically large wrench.
I mean, I've known people to keep like bats behind right behind their door. They never needed to use it, but you know.
Living in New York scared me enough to just keep random objects that I can use as a weapon in my car.
Used to keep
I
a
feel
solid
like
oak paddle in my car because I made it as a joke in shop class in high school. And then I'm like, oh, I mean, if the time ever arises, and I hope it doesn't,
you'll be a paddling.
yeah. All right, pledge.
That guy tries to get into your car and you're like, pledge bet.
You want to get into this rat or not?
You better be pretty rad, or else we're not going to be able to hang. And the guy's just trying to beat your ass.
Just completely flip the script on him.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
You just gotta confuse them enough to the point where they realize that they're doing something stupid and they shouldn't do it.
Don't hit me. I'll come.
My favorite thing to do when people try to do something that's like either gross or uncomfortable is I just bark at them. It throws them off guard enough.
Yeah. Hey, Arnold taught us that you just gotta act crazier than the person trying to bully you.
Keep just a bunch of bats in your trunk, and whenever the guy's coming up to your car, you're just like, unleash the bats, and open the trunk.
Vlad the Impala.
I apologize. The hellhound is losing it.
He hasn't made noise to my knowledge.
Good, my
Or,
settings are
Silent
working.
on my end.
Yep. Keep some like low-hanging birds, like ducks or something. That way they're kind of
When
like
you said low-hanging
landmines.
birds, I pictured like a bunch of like your ducks hanging in the window. Like,
That
hey,
would
bud,
not-
you here to buy some meats? I've got a bunch of sausage links for you.
I mean, that might make him stop.
Maybe he's just hungry and that's why he's mad.
Ooh, you should have Snickers.
Just throw a Snickers at them?
You're not you when you're trying to commit assault.
Have a Snickers.
All I'm saying is, it's gonna be a lot harder to rob you if you have a flock of ducks on your side.
Did I tell you that someone got attacked by a goose on campus yesterday?
No,
Yeah.
that's awful.
They deserve
Those are
it.
mean. Yeah.
No,
did
they just walked out of their dorm and they were trying to get to class, and this goose just comes out of nowhere and just tries to fucking eat them.
Yeah, this goose is trying to warn him. It's not worth it. Student dead, baby. It's
It
a
was
raging
hilarious.
He got about 7 minutes left.
Oh
right
shit.
now. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, good thing I'm not there.
Should be enough to at least flat, right?
Yeah.
Now, Aaron,
Yeah.
you, from what I know, you kind of grew up as an only child. Like
Pretty much.
your brothers were pretty well older than you were, so
Yeah, they were like 10 plus years older. So they were moved out basically by the time I started being super cognizant.
gotcha. Now, did you ever have any like exposure to Barbie?
Not especially. I mean, I'd have some old ones sitting around, but like not really.
Gotcha. Because like
Lucky you.
mine came through, obviously not me, because my dad would have thrown a shit fit.
Yeah.
But neighbors and friends who were girls, and my brother and I got really into Toy Story,
Yeah.
and my brother got really into Sid. He was kind of a Sid apologist.
Okay.
Oh no.
So we got really into making mutant toys,
That sounds
and
fun.
Barbies were a prime like source of mutant toys because their joints came right out.
No.
God, it sounds like you're playing RimWorld.
I think I was worse. I used to take my brother's Barbies because I didn't want Barbies growing up. I thought they were horrible for whatever reason. I used to take my brother's and hang them from the tree outside.
At least you didn't hurt them, like,
And-
like destroy them.
That was
You-
until I discovered a blowtorch.
Well,
Creating your own doll forest.
yeah, it's just a warning.
The worst part is that my grandparents didn't discover it until I was like 12. So,
Did your brother?
no.
Oh,
Did you own up to it? Or
Nope.
did you just let it be a mystery?
I didn't tell my brother until the day he got married.
There's a Blair Witch living out there!
He was so pissed.
I
It
would
was
be
glorious.
pissed too if you took my toys and hid them, especially outside.
I mean, they were hidden in plain sight. He had to just walk out of the house and he would have seen them.
True, but what
I've
kind
seen
of
them
kid goes
congregating
outside?
on their own.
Any kid that lived at my house went outside.
I mean, I would go outside to play Game Boy because there was no backlight.
Yeah. I mean, the advent of video games kind of skewed my childhood, I'll say.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's way more common now.
Man, and once we got a computer in my house, I stopped going outside. It was great.
TV
I regretted
was,
nothing.
like, if it wasn't video games, it was TV for me.
Right. Yeah, because there's something on. You're a kid.
I had to
you
watch
don't
my
care.
stories.
Yeah. How are you gonna know what's happening in Danny Phantom?
That was my shit growing up.
Like the premiere of Invader Zim was a huge deal for me.
Oh yeah. For some reason they kept playing for me at least I would always see what is that one called? The Organ Harvest one.
Oh yeah.
That one was always on.
Yeah. I mean for a network that fought so hard with Jonan,
Mm-hmm.
they played one of the most gruesome episodes alive.
Yeah, it's
But I mean, they
weird.
were just coming off of like syndication, Ren and Stimpy and stuff.
Yeah. So it wasn't nearly as weird.
I
See you,
realized
Davey. Have a good time at work.
I
Try
have
not to
like
kill
Thanks for
anyone.
coming out, Davey.
Thank you.
no.
Shapiro had those Barbies.
They deserved it.
I don't think. How did they wrong you?
They just did.
That's so mean. Oh, I love you too. Goodbye.
Have fun at
I
work.
think it was more
Yeah.
of the fact that they belonged to my brother.
Yeah.
And I was a
was
very
just a
destructive
prank.
human being.
It's just a prank, bro.
We are 15 seconds till time.
No!
Right.
Yeah.
Time flies. And I believe that's
time. Put your finishing touches on.
Okay, cool. I just want to finish coloring the eyebrow. Now, okay.
Whoa, you turned purple for a second.
There we go. We're good.
So, I forgot that my points got messed up at some point, so I've got to fix those. But what are we playing for?
We're playing for I don't know, I'm not well versed in Barbie. It's just
I know one of the things, like,
Lipstick, makeup.
yeah,
sunglasses. Those were huge. A huge
condos, cars,
The Barbie dream
purses,
house.
Dream houses.
dream houses. So floors in your dream house.
All right. I'll set this up while you deliberate accordingly, Sheriff.
All right, I am well versed in bullshittery. Except for right now, because I can't think of what to bullshit about.
I love
Does-
Travis's.
Yeah.
I couldn't see it because I have the stream pulled up. I had to
Yeah.
like full screen it on my computer. Ah, fuck.
Oh, that's good. We gotta find a cute font.
Yeah, I downloaded my font. It's called like Get 'em to the West.
This is the first time I've used traditional black line art in so long. I don't know
Yeah.
how to feel about it.
You don't have to.
It's
know
too
that-
late.
Well, I know, but I'm saying for the other ones, you can make it whatever style or whatever you want.
I didn't have enough time.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know how you do Starbucks. I don't know how you do your art without outlines.
I mean, I can show you. I just do an overlay layer, and it changes all the colors.
Oh.
I learned that one from Instagram.
Yeah. Interesting. I never would have thought it was just like a filter.
Great. I'm also lazy. I used to do it by hands until I figured that out.
I think there's benefits to either way.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you did say you were sick.
Yeah, I got a bit of a cold, man. Man, this would have been perfect for a self-portrait for class.
Well, you can save it and keep
I
it
already
for
submitted
class.
mine.
Oh.
All right. So what do you feel, Sheriff? Me mine first, because
thinking-
I've got it pulled up.
Sure. Were you a victim of Sid?
Nah, I was the one he kind of thought was cool and didn't fuck with, but wouldn't let anyone know that he kept intact.
Okay,
Because
so
what I've got here is Mosh and Mash Barbie.
that's good. Yeah, you're the one that he like keeps under his pillow.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But then moves it whenever friends come over. And then
Yeah.
hopefully they don't ever
Well,
mess
he
with
he
it.
push
that particular milk
pushes-
crate.
he would like push it over under to like off his bed so he can just get it later.
Yeah.
Did I
It's
freeze?
Down there
my
between
record?
the wall and the mattress.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I must have forgotten about that one. Haha. Let's go do. I think lunch is ready.
See, your Pop Tarts are ready. Oh, thank God.
I mean, I hate you, Mom. I give you 7 Barbucks.
Ah, yeah.
And then Dakota, tell me about yours.
My Barbie is. So you know the kids that like to like cut hair off their Barbies?
Sure. Yeah.
Halfway through they got bored. So she's only got half of her hair.
Hmm.
And they didn't like her being blonde. So they colored her hair with brown Crayola markers.
Nice.
And her shirt is one of those balloon shirts that you see all over the internet.
Well, you see, I don't know what you're talking about.
People take balloons and like cut them into dresses and stuff for their dolls. I don't know. It's a weird thing.
Huh.
It's a TikTok
Well.
trend.
Yeah.
You're all about them TikToks. I'll give you 7 as well. Lucky number 7.
Uh-oh.
Whoa. What's wrong?
All right. Oh, my numlock got turned off.
Yeah, there it is. That's the good stuff. That's the Barbucks.
Oh, yeah, give me those Barbucks.
It's no relation to the Saiyan Bardock.
No, of course not.
Are Barbucks the newest? Yeah?
You can use Barbucks to pay off any bar back to, make your drink a little extra fancy.
Ooh.
I just imagine your guys' tavern just covered in pink for the Barbie movie.
As lazily done as we do everything else here, though. So there's just like a single piece of pink tinsel strung up across the back of the bar.
Yep. and like maybe a poster that's like slapped up with some duct tape and it's just partially coming off.
It's
There's
Barbie
even like
night. We'll
it's
throw
Barbie
grenadine
night.
into any of your drinks for an upcharge.
$2 extra.
That's cheap though.
Well, for grenadine?
Yeah.
Oh, well. Don't say we didn't do nothing for you.
But we've got Barbies weren't the only influential toy we had. And also, Barbie was based on a real person. Did you know that?
No, who? Or do you know?
The creator's daughter.
Oh, that's cool.
Barbara. I'll look this up.
Barbara Barbieson.
May as well be. Barbie. Namesake.
Did I throw you off?
No,
Yeah,
it just
throw-
didn't. It didn't come up immediately on Google, but it was named after the creator's daughter, Barbara. But what if we made other toys based on real people?
Like real celebrities?
Yeah, those are people know.
Yeah. I like that. Do you want me to give you a celebrity to go off of?
Yeah, I don't think it'd be fair for me to do it.
That's
I've got a vested interest.
all right. All right. Well, I want you to do Gilbert Gottfried.
Okay.
I don't
I'm gonna look
remember
up
what he
some
looks
reference.
like, so that'll be fun. And then Dakota, I want you to do who plays Bubbles? He's a celebrity
Bubbles
from Trailer Park Boys.
Oh, I could not tell you.
Hold on, I'm looking it up now.
Mike Smith, but make me a Bubbles Barbie.
I can do that. He's like my favorite character from the one season I've seen.
Yeah, he's great.
I will say I might go a little off script for this one.
That's fine. You can incorporate since I gave them a character, you can incorporate characters that they've played into it.
Nah, are we just doing Barbies or are we doing just a toy?
Oh, just a toy. Just a toy. That way if you want you can do a little pull, like a back pull string to do funny little phrases.
There's a snake in my boots!
Yeah. Oh, it's just a Chinese ripoff Woody.
All of these pictures are not. Oh, there we go. Perfect. I found the best one.
All right. Well, we got our prompt. We got our heading. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's
I
go.
am. Let's get it going.
Get my brush.
Have you played any more Baldur's Gate?
I have. And I don't know, my frustrations have been consistent, I guess.
Yeah.
I accidentally shoved my teammate into a fire when I meant to click on a goblin because for isometric kind of scaling, it doesn't always work out the way you want.
There is a way to fix that. You can click on the individual portraits up on the top.
Okay. See, I don't like the control scheme. I don't
Yeah,
like it.
I can't think of how they could do it smoothly, and I guess they couldn't either.
Like
You get
it
used to it, but yeah.
when you're roaming around, if you accidentally off center your camera from the character, um the home button is the reset.
I didn't know there was a reset button because I couldn't find it.
Yeah, it's the home button. So I mean, like, I
That's
could fiddle around with my mapping and everything, but I'm already divesting more time than I probably ought to into this game.
well, in that case, changing the control scheme to make it faster would help. But like you can make it the tilde key.
Yeah, I'd probably set it to space
Yeah, that's always what I want to hit.
because lead controls, baby.
Yeah, I guess that is right.
He gave him such a big head.
I don't know what space is normally. Just confirm? Yeah. So that's fine.
Yeah, like it. There've been frustrating points. I really wanted to do a run where I didn't have to reload any saves,
Yeah.
just because I wanted to deal with the consequences of my actions. But I already broke my own rule
Oh no.
just because of that control issues more than
Oh,
anything.
yeah, I gotcha.
Like it wasn't because of failed rolls or anything. I'm just like I will never get through this game if I am the consequence of my own actions and also just inane happenstance. Like I said, I accidentally pushed my character into a fire instead of the goblin that was right by them when it had them selected, but I guess it was just like a pixel flicker.
They could have like moved a little, you
Oh
know?
yeah, their model.
Yeah. And that affects it cuz I've had people like in their idle animation they were supposed to be behind cover, but they would idle in front of or away from the cover and just get shot.
Yeah, and there's a lot of mechanics from D&D that they didn't include into this game.
Yeah. Well, like what? I know there is, but I'm just interested in what you came across.
Readied actions is a big one,
Yeah.
which I know would be such
It'd
a
be hard
tall
to
task
do
to
the
set
conditionals.
triggers. I mean, you can do it from a programming standpoint, but to be able to give that power
To
to the user is, I know it's a tall
very
order.
tricky.
Um, and certain class features didn't come through. I'm trying to think of any that come to mind right now. I can't. Cleric spell switching, because you can only switch your spell loadout on
Yeah.
a level up.
That's weird, and I think I'm gonna find a mod to fix that because eventually you're not gonna be able to level up and you're just stuck with those spells,
Yeah,
and that just feels shitty.
like for a lot of classes they do that because it's set
You
on
know,
a long rest.
couldn't you there's a character that lets you respec or change classes, I should say. You might be able to change out of cleric and then back into cleric.
Yeah, I think there's
Or
also
Yeah,
maybe
that's how
just
Blake's been doing it.
ugh, that's so shitty though. You'll find that person eventually. They just wander into your camp.
they should have a person that lets you just change your spells then.
Yep. Or just give you the ability to do that. I understand why they wouldn't, but like just do it on long rest. That's not that weird.
Yeah, a lot of spellcaster classes do that.
Yep. Yeah, I think both Warlock and Wizard, or I don't know what Gale is, if he's a Wizard or Sorcerer, or if there's even a difference in this game.
I haven't even gotten that far. I just got to the Goblin camp.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Oh, no worries. I really don't care about spoilers.
Right. You'll find them or you won't anyway, with it being such an open game.
Yeah.
I have no idea what this character wears for pants, so he's getting jeans.
Yeah, jeans sound about right for bubbles. I mean, they're just Canadian trailer trash.
Trailer boys.
Trailer boys. Going around asking all the neighbors for some aluminum foil so they can line a trailer and grow some weed.
Dodging bottle kids.
Yep, doing hot knives off the stove. You know, typical living.
I always wish they would have like Dan McBride on an episode because
that'd be
that's
fun.
what I've only seen a handful of episodes of Trailer Park Boys, but the main guy with the mullet, he reminds me of
Julian.
Dan McBride.
Yeah, I can see that. That'd be a really fun crossover.
Do like an American Trailer Park Boys.
They've gone to America and stuff. They've done America things.
You know how they have like doppelganger episodes.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Oh, that's much more comfortable. I was drawing with such a thin line. That's just not how I usually draw. I'm gonna have to reline everything I've done here with 11 minutes to spare, but you know, as you sacrifice quality for comfort, I wouldn't
Yep.
always advise it, but I'll live with my decisions.
Dakota, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Your stream is paused.
Oh, fuck. It does this sometimes.
I just thought you were really looking at that hand for a while. But
Give it a second, it'll either reboot or die. Give me 1 second.
I see. Nope, that's just your mouse.
Meet my computer.
Hello, Steven.
You don't know everything you don't want seen up in the public eye now.
Uh-oh. There it goes. There's a cat.
I forget what the cat's name is.
There, he has a bunch of cats. At one point, he opens up like a cat daycare.
Yeah, that
And-
sounds on brand.
And then Ricky, the really dumb, pretty shitty one. They're all kind of shitty. Aside from Bubbles. Bubbles isn't super shitty. Just ruins it by, I don't know, being real drunk or something. And makes him real sad. Because all he wanted to do was open up a cat resort.
Yeah, it's very much like a Seinfeld, Always Sunny kind of thing where nothing goes right because most everyone involved is kind of a bad person.
Yep. It's a good show. It definitely has its ups and downs, but that's any show that goes on for long enough.
Oh yeah, like even Always Sunny, I'm surprised they've gone on as long as they have because the characters are really caricatures of themselves because there's not really a whole lot of character to explore left, and so they're, you know, kind of dipping into those gags.
Yeah.
So like shows that do it in 3 seasons or whatever, I'm like, good for you.
Yep.
As a glutton for content, I'm kind of bummed. I have to find a new thing to watch, but
Yeah, you're like, I'd rather it be, 5 seasons, but you told what you wanted to say.
yeah, I'm always happy to see it go out on the creator's terms, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, Ted Lasso is, critically acclaimed and everything. And it's, as far as shows go, just fluff. But it was fluff when we needed fluff.
Right.
It's well done fluff. Like,
Yeah.
the stakes are so low that it gets to focus in on these character moments in just like a really insightful way that most shows wouldn't get to do, because it's not a lot of action. It's just human moments, and they got to end as they wanted. Like, they left some opening in case they do decide to come back and do a season, but they ended it.
Good that they also did an ending they wanted to do.
Yeah.
A lot of shows don't get to do that, and it sucks.
A lot of shows want you to leave it open, like super open for another season.
Well, like Supernatural, they were supposed to end it in season 7.
Yeah, I've heard that. I think Angel was the same way. But I could be wrong about that.
Didn't Supernatural go on for like 16 seasons?
Yeah,
Something like that.
14. Or no, it was
Jesus.
14 or 15.
And so halfway through, they were like, "Yeah, we want to end it." That makes me think of the Pokemon guy wanted them to replace Ash after like 2 or 3 seasons.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But Nintendo's money comes from merchandising, and merchandising works with familiar characters.
How do you feel about them retiring him now? I mean, like he got his pretty much a full run. I've heard people be like, "Well, he didn't get some of these badges, but other than that."
He finally won a championship.
Yeah.
He can finally go older.
That'll be cool. It'll be cool. Do you think they would make him still the Pokemon champion in the new thing or something like that? Like they have to give him some sort of cameo.
Yeah, kind of like how Trainer Red shows up in Gold and Silver.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be cool. Um, let the man sleep.
Yeah.
He's got all of the wisdom and experience of a 30-year-old, but he's 10.
Let the man get a life.
That's a rough year.
I mean, they let Gary retire.
Did they? Where did Gary go?
He became a Pokemon professor like his grandpa.
Oh. And did
And
he
I think
ever
this is
become
back in like Johto or Hoenn.
Gosh, I guess I just don't remember it. Did he become less of a twat?
Yeah,
Nice.
he finally, gained some perspective and just became like a kind, understanding individual. Left ass behind emotionally, like just maturity wise.
Yeah. Neat. That's more than I would have expected for that.
I feel so bad for the fact that I gave this guy such a huge forehead.
Well, he's got a big forehead.
It's canon, but it looks interesting, to say the least.
At first, Travis, I thought that yours was like one of those slingshot things, and like you put your thumb under his jaw and pull it back.
Oh, and shoot a rubber band
Yeah.
at your contemporaries.
Yep.
Let's see if this works. How well have I closed my lines?
I don't see any breakage.
Close.
Well, fuck.
Ah,
You're sitting at 3 minutes
Oh.
20.
yep. You know what comes out tomorrow? You may not be hyped for it, but I think it's cool.
What's that?
Armored Core 6.
I like Armored Core.
Oh, dope.
I
It's
I cannot keep up with all the games coming out, but I'm happy.
yeah,
Does he have a white cat?
probably. He has every cat.
Well, then he's getting a
I've
brown
got
cat.
everything, cats.
He has a rap song about his cats.
That's amazing.
He also has multiple covers of David Bowie.
You call it David Meowie?
I don't remember what he calls it.
Armored Cool is always really neat. I also liked Custom Robo.
Yeah. Did you do you like the modification aspect of it?
Oh, I absolutely do. I love drawing robots.
Yeah.
What do they call their
And
group?
What do you mean?
robots?
No, for Trailer Park Boys.
They don't have a name. They don't go, "Hey, we're the Trailer Park Boys."
Like in the name of the show.
Yeah.
They're
Something
not
I really like.
jackass.
Hey, we're the Trailer Park Boys, and this is Trailer Park Boys. Something I really like about Armored Core is that all of the parts that you buy are 100% refundable.
Oh, neat.
So like they really do just encourage you to play around.
That's really cool. Have you played? Is this just news, or have you played like
That
beta or something?
that's just how the series is.
Gotcha.
It's made by FromSoft. I don't know if you knew that.
I did not.
So yeah, all the guys behind Dark Souls and all that. So what they made before Dark Souls. But you know, they found something that made them a bunch of money, and now they can go back to their older stuff, and if they want to, and
Yeah.
take another crack at it. And I think that's really neat.
They
'Cause,
they make arcade cabinets of Armored Core.
do they? That's so cool.
Yeah, I've seen them at conventions.
Are they like with an arcade stick, or is it one of those that you like pull down the viewfinder thing and shoot stuff, or?
It's controller.
Oh, okay, yeah. Still,
It lets you play kind of local competitive.
ooh, that would be cool. It's not like the Steel Battalion setup where like you have all the joysticks and thrusters and
Oh
whatever.
no, that'd be so neat. Put
It
you in one
would
of those
be.
big yellow orbs they had at Chuck E. Cheese's.
Oh my god, yeah. Strap you in, spin you around.
Ah, that's the dream.
Yep. I guess I just found a new arcade machine for my eventual arcade room. It'll go
Am I
with
frozen
my...
again? Damn it.
You are frozen. I wasn't sure if you were just sitting there. I never know. Um, It'll go next to the F-Zero arcade machine I want to make out of like a Star Wars pod racer.
Oh, that'd be so good.
It'd be so great. I would have to like, if I was going all out custom making it, it would have like a top hatch that goes over it. So whenever you're sitting in it, you're just in darkness, and then like it lights up screens all around you. It'd be so cool. Just blaring the music from the game or whatever.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you've got everything around you, you might as well be able to see the sides of the track.
Yeah. That would be cool. And then you have two of them, and they tilt and shit, and it
You've
projects
got a
it.
ceasefire.
We do. Shit, I was not watching that. Well, Travis, you went first last time, so Dakota, tell me about your toy.
This is Bubbles. They came out with his own action figure. The whole group has their like own action figures. He though, they have those little blind boxes.
Yeah.
He has blind boxes of his cats.
That's cute.
So his different little cats, you have to collect them all to have them all.
How
And
many are there?
he's probably like 20 or so.
Okay. I interrupted you. Said
No, you're fine. He has collectible cats. You can collect like the whole Trailer Park Boys. They all have their own little like things about them. And my favorite part is if I zoom in, he has movable fingers, so he can pet his cats.
that's cute. Awesome. Travis, tell me about yours.
This is Gilbert Glockfried. It's a noise gun, and I imagine the advertisement would show a younger brother annoying their sibling with a bunch of Gilbert Gottfried quotes.
All right. Can you give me an example of a quote?
I'm the parrot from Aladdin. If Jerry Seinfeld sucked off Boris Karloff, I imagine it'd go something like this.
Wow. I'll take 10. So you get 10 points, I guess. 10 Barbucks.
Hell yeah.
I love it. And then Dakota knows how to what buttons to push because I love cats. So you get 10 as well.
It's neck and neck.
It's neck and neck. That's right. Do we want to BRB?
Yeah, that'd be appreciated.
Alrighty. Well, see you out there in Streamville. We're gonna be right back in about a couple minutes. So we'll see you then. Stay here.
And we're back.
How'd you know?
Because I put us here.
Gosh, I couldn't pull
You're
one
all
over on
just-
you.
Playthings in my toy box. Speaking of toys, do you have any childhood toys that really stuck out to you that you'd really love to see, like, get that Hollywood treatment?
Me personally, one of my favorite toys. I know I mentioned I didn't go outside, but I had a big wheel. I fucking
Ooh,
love that big wheel.
hell yeah. You ever peel it out?
Oh, all the time. I ripped up the asphalt. I guess at that point it was gravel, which is even better.
Oh yeah, you could really get some cool skids going on.
Yeah.
How about you, Bat? You got one? And don't show your hand, because that's the next prompt.
Oh, my favorite toy as a child was terrifying and used to rip hair out of people's heads.
Oh, hell yeah. I won't guess just yet, but I will throw some time on that clock, and we can expound our childhood faves on the canvas. Put 40 on the clock.
Sounds good.
I think I need to. There we are. All right, ready, set, draw. Yeah, I'll be honest. This one was tough for me.
Was it just hard to think of a favorite toy, or
A favorite toy that wasn't branded, much less one that hasn't already been sucked through the Hollywood
yeah?
machine. So I really had to dig for this one.
Huh. Well, I'm excited to see what you dug up. You know what's a toy that I've never successfully played with?
I mean, how do you successfully play with a toy?
A Rubik's Cube.
Don't you
Ah,
have like 4 of them?
I have one.
that remains
And
unsolved, I imagine.
I have to find it. I may have just decided I was never going to ruin it or whatever, mess it
No,
up.
I know where it's at.
Oh. Yeah, that's never getting solved. I know it's just like a couple moves or whatever. Like it's just if you get the pattern down, it's not hard.
Yeah, it's an algorithm. With those puzzles, like, it's not only just knowing the algorithm of what will eventually lead to a solution, it's learning that enough to where you like understand it
See
enough to
the
know
code.
like to yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's where you have such like an intimate knowledge of it that you can like see the permutations of where you would go wrong. And that's just
Like
fully understanding it.
I I rack up those Bing points because I get a free Amazon gift card every month or so.
Right.
But one of the things they'll have as one of their reward things is a one of those slider puzzles where it's like the 3x3 grid and the 8
Yeah.
squares you gotta arrange into a picture. And I've been challenging myself into getting those as few moves as I can.
You know, I don't really mind those in games. Like that's one of the puzzles I'm like, all right, it's one of these, but sure.
I used to just not be able to do them at all. But now I see the code. I'm on the inside.
You got that big boy brain.
I can't believe I have to look up a reference for this.
um Yeah, I never really minded sliding like ice puzzles so long as it was just me trying to get myself somewhere. If I had to like arrange blocks or something and like push something else, then it's annoying.
Yeah. There's so many factors to keep up with,
Yeah.
which is honestly one of the things I thought was so neat about the about Tears of the Kingdom. Like I really think that kids who play this game are going to have so much better spatial awareness.
Yeah. Hey, if Nintendo wants to teach me, okay, you're good at making things fun, so
Yeah, exactly. And educational games can be fun.
Sure. It's just much, much, much harder.
Oh yeah. Like Tears of the Kingdom is a brilliant, brilliant game.
Well, and there's a reason it took them so long, and people are like, "Oh, it's just the DLC or whatever," and it's like, it's not.
Oh, not at all. It's an entirely different game.
This
thing I
image
loved
with
it-
zero context looks very interesting.
What's that?
Yeah.
The head that I drew has a swirl on it,
Is it
and
poop?
it look no, it's they're like marking things.
Yeah, with poop.
It sure that helps you sleep at night.
It does. I
Yeah,
always
just
poop before I
looks-
go to bed.
Mm-hmm. And then you
Very
Simba,
interesting.
you Simba yourself.
Everybody has
Horrible.
their rituals.
Yeah. We don't ritual shame around here.
I don't mind the fact that his head's too big. It's not bad for a hamster.
Oh, yeah. Give me a peek at your hand there.
That's a terrible name.
And then Travis's is Carbonite.
I'll never tell.
Yeah, I remember when you got your little brother frozen in Carbonite. Your mom was pissed.
Yeah, they had to make a whole new one.
Well, at least better sooner than later, you know?
Yeah, technology isn't quite there to freeze humans in carbonite.
Well, it's there to we can freeze people no problem. Easy peasy.
To revive people frozen in carbonite.
That's the tricky part. Apparently that's harder. I don't know. I don't pretend to know.
Come on, Disney. We know you got it.
Well, yeah, Disney has like technology that's 150 years past what we as consumers can have. Like, you think Area 51's big? Wait till you see what's under Disney. I've said too much.
Wait till you see what's in the Disney vault.
Yep. They haven't actually made a movie in 70 years. They just keep going into the vault and picking up a new one.
I don't know why, but my brain instantly went to Disney having Elsa just locked under Disneyland.
That's
Yes.
one of my favorite conspiracy theories.
They ever locked in the Disney dungeon.
Is that they renamed Frozen from the Ice Queen, because the working title was the Ice Queen, but they renamed it Disney's Frozen so that for SEO reasons, so that Disney's Frozen head would stop coming up first.
That's funny.
I don't
Is that-
remember this one's fucking name.
Is that like a common theory?
It's a conspiracy theory.
Huh. I forgot that, Walt Disney's Frozen head was a theory as well.
It's not a theory, it's a
Yeah.
fact.
Why
A
don't you
Disney
Google
theory.
it and see?
I'm trying to beat you in this competition.
Yeah.
Gotta do that first.
Yeah, we'll
So
see.
you're- Bat.
Hmm?
What do you think of Baldur's Gate?
I like it so far. I just got to the beginning of Act 2.
Nice. You've been putting in some time.
Like 20 hours.
Yeah. I'm currently in the middle of Act 2. I've slowed down, but it's also gotten a bit harder.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's not forgiving off the bat.
No, I'm not even playing on hard, I'm playing on normal.
Same.
And it's like, I think verticality is really throwing me off because that's not something I've really dealt with in my tabletop experience.
Yeah, it's hard to facilitate in a regular user experience.
Um, Brindley Milligan taught me something yesterday. Take a clear glass and just turn it upside down, and then you can put someone on top of it, and then they're flying.
Ooh, that's good.
I'm like, that's such a good, easy fucking idea.
Read so many other things, and that just makes so much more sense.
Yeah.
What a what a smart
fucking-
champion.
Yeah, a champion. Yeah. I think he's one of America's national treasures.
Oh, absolutely.
Face
Like-
looks like a butt.
The fact that
Ah.
Wizard hasn't
Don't
reached
gobble
out.
them up.
Yeah. The fact that Wizards hasn't reached out, as far as we know, to do anything with Dimension 20 or Brendan Lee Mulligan.
You know, as much money as that would be, they might turn him down.
Well, I mean, I know he's a part of Critical Role now, so I guess they got him, but
That's true. They've got some claw in him. That means he's now property of Hasbro.
he's so vehemently anti-capitalist that I'm sure, like, he combed tooth and nail over that contract.
Unless he was just like, I'm doing it for free, but I don't think he is that anti-capitalist that he's like, I don't need money.
No, he's a working actor.
Yeah. How did Dropout really come to be, like with Sam and all that?
It was College Humor.
And they were just like a department within, like a subsidiary within College Humor?
It was their private streaming service. So it started while College Humor was still
College Humor.
a company.
Yeah.
And so it became like a private streaming service with extra content. And then College Humor went bankrupt and nixed a lot of their free content staff.
Gotcha. So it was good that they were a special thing.
Well, I mean, it's all the same thing.
Oh, it was all just under College Humor. I gotcha. And then
Yeah.
like
College Humor became Dropout exclusively after College Humor went bankrupt.
I gotcha. So that's probably also why they
Because you can go
Don't
bankrupt
just-
and keep functioning as a company. You just
do
have to
some
maybe forfeit some assets and
do some restructuring.
yeah. American dream, baby. Get too big to function, you just go bankrupt and start over,
Right.
trim the fat.
Try again, try harder. Just pull yourself up. You know where you're reaching.
Your bootstraps.
Yeah, that's right. You got it. I still don't know what your thing is. Metal Gear Solid? Who knows?
That's not really
But,
a
like,
toy.
It's not really a
Metal
toy.
Gear Solid, the home game.
Well, there is a board game coming out.
But that wasn't out when I was a kid.
Oh, I forgot about how time works on this plane. You're right.
Oh, somebody's been playing Walking again.
He got me. it, but don't tell anyone. Don't tell my children. Shit, they haven't
I
been born
won't.
yet.
If YouTube still exists whenever your children are born, maybe they'll see this.
God, I hope not.
That YouTube doesn't exist, or that your children are born.
I hope that my children aren't born.
Ah, they're better off. That's what you came here to stop.
Yep. I'm just putting in the code now. Each one of these broadcasts is just a little bit of code to stop my children from being born. And when 10 paces is complete, so will my lineage be.
Yeah, you just get a vasectomy.
They allow that in this time? And
Yeah.
plane? Gosh, what a time to be alive. I can do anything.
Oh, I see. You escaped from the milk farms of the future.
Dude, you don't... You just gave me a little bit of an episode mentioning those milk farms.
I'm sorry.
It's
Didn't
okay.
mean to trigger your
Yeah.
FTSD.
I can't even drink. I have to drink black coffee these days.
They allow
Cream
black
is-
coffee in your time?
Well, it's because the M word.
Ah. I'm sorry. I don't mean to
It's okay.
make light of your trauma before it's happened.
Well, just know that it was very traumatic. Or I guess will be.
And it will be valid.
Yeah. One day. In a couple 100 years.
It's your kids' money! They're gonna set up cum farms!
But Doc, what about bibs?
They mixed the bibs, Marty!
Where we're going, we don't need bibs.
Lammy, I swear, if you Alt F4 my computer, we're gonna have a problem.
You got about 23 minutes left.
Ah, jeez.
And I still don't know what your toy is. Is it I've never seen Tron, so I don't think there are big marbles or big balls.
My
in
toy
Tron.
isn't Tron. Because Tron started as a movie.
Oh, it did, didn't it? I've never seen Tron. I've
Really?
played the Kingdom. I've played the
Despite
Kingdom Hearts
my-
2 level.
Fervent high school senior, like, push of Tron.
You know, the problem was I didn't want to see the new movie.
Oh, but it was good.
Well, it to me it was the start of what would eventually become Disney just rehashing movies.
No, but they hadn't done that yet.
Yeah, but I saw it as that. I was like,
and you
oh,
didn't warn us?
no one listened. They're like, but it's new, and I'm like, it has the word
If
legacy.
it's new,
in the
how
title.
can it be old?
It has the word legacy in the title.
Yeah, that means it's new.
A new legacy.
Okay, somehow it's turned purple.
But no, I haven't. Like I said, I've played the Kingdom Hearts 2 level, and I think I got most of the story that way, and I played the Birth by Sleep level.
Senior year, I didn't want to do work, and we did a subject in Gate on making our own board game. And even that I didn't want to do because I was a shithead.
Right. As you do.
And so I convinced my teacher to let us watch Tron
How?
because it's a
How?
game.
Oh my god.
And I pulled the senior card.
I see nothing wrong with this.
We're not working anyway. It's a game. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, I still made a game. It didn't come out complete because I diddled and dawdled.
Man, it'd be fun to make a game.
You see, I feel that way now. Tell that
Yeah.
to 17-year-old Travis.
You know the problem? It's because they made it work. It's like that was the issue I would have with the AR program. Is that I like to read. Now that you told me to read, I don't want to do it.
Yeah, the way the public school system is set up now, it does not incentivize effort.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, I was never incentivized to try because, like, a lot of my classes I maintained good grades in by sleeping and reading most of the time.
Yep.
And so
Yeah,
that's what I did.
I never learned how to study because of that. Because that was
that's...
public school's easy for me.
And I know what was me because
Yeah.
some people struggled in public school, but, like,
Well,
it takes all kinds.
yeah. Some people struggle in public school and then do fine in college. I did the opposite.
Yeah.
So, I mean, who went out there? Not me.
Did so poorly in college. I'm like, I'm supposed to know everything already. I'm smart, right? That's what my school told me.
Yep. And then you just get
showing up.
smacked in the face. Nope. You had the big fish, small pond syndrome.
Yeah.
Hearing you guys talk about this just makes me like realize how much of a good idea it was for me to procrastinate going to college.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, I was certainly not emotionally ready for college.
Nope.
Though I did get a lot of my emotional development through the people I met there, but I mean, it was bound to happen sometime or another, hopefully.
Unless you just stop meeting people.
Yeah, I almost didn't, but they met me.
Yeah. You had no choice.
There
It's
was just
still very fucking weird going to school with people that are 5 years younger than me.
Yeah, how do you think I would feel?
They have classes for people that are over the age of 25.
That's weird.
I don't know. It's like this program thing. They asked me if I wanted to be in it, and I was like, no, not really.
Do you want to be in the old people classes? We have a nap time.
show up feeling like Pierce from Community.
I haven't seen it. I know.
You haven't?
No, not really. I've seen a couple episodes, but I don't remember it.
I recommend
And
it. It's still good.
I've seen Thor showed me an episode, his favorite episode, which was the pizza fire.
Remedial Chaos Theory.
Probably.
Yeah.
The-
Pizza Fire, yeah.
And I was like, that was a good one. And then I've seen some of the first season, but I don't remember it.
This is not
I
the
recommend
correct shade
it.
of pink.
But I'm still like I love the show a lot.
Right.
Less and less I'm a fan of Dan Harmon.
That's fair.
Yeah, which is weird because like I would listen to his podcast and I'm like, oh yeah, and then I started re-listening to it and I'm like, oh,
Oh.
I
Yeah.
changed.
Yep.
And I mean, like,
That
it got me through a time, but I'm not going to equate my time, my experience with that, with who I am now.
right. Well, it just shows that you've matured, and media can't really mature. It's
Yeah.
kind of always a timepiece. That reminds me, they recently came out that the Metal Gear Master Collection is going to be not. When I say uncensored, I just mean it will not be censored.
Okay.
So they said there is going to be a warning at the beginning that some of these, um, some of the things presented are of an outdated mindset.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's probably the best way you could go about it, because I was definitely worried.
Yeah, like there's a game that went around through streaming communities, and I don't know it off the top of my head, but it was like a re-release of a bunch of like kind of underground PS1 games.
Huh.
And it was presented as kind of a library or an archive of these, but it also had warnings like that like before each game. So like you were walking around this library, and each game was kind of like or a museum might be a better analogy.
Sort
Um
of like an exhibit.
yeah, it was like an exhibit, and then each one had a placard that would be like, okay, this is when it was made. Here's some things that may be kind of troubling,
Mm-hmm.
but you got to play these kind of games that you might
That
not
would
never have gotten to experience.
that would be so cool. It kind of makes me think of in Ratchet and Clank, the Insomniac Museum.
I do not actually.
Oh. Well, in the original games, there was a level that you could access uh at like if your system clock read 2 a.m. and you went to a specific teleporter that never did anything otherwise. You could teleport with it, and it would take you to this building, like this new map that would have a bunch of like cut content and stuff in it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and so it kind of makes me think of that, where they would have like guns that they didn't get working fully, or for some reason or another didn't fully implement. Or like some vehicles that you would never really do, like I don't know, a forklift or something, where like this would be cool, and then they never used it.
Yeah.
They had that in like 2 or 3 games, and it was just a really cool like behind the scenes thing.
Yeah, that's neat.
I was really, really, really hoping that Rift Apart, the newest game, would have it, and it didn't. But you know,
I mean, leave it to the modding community for that.
yep, maybe one day. It is on PC now, so who knows?
That's good to know.
Yeah,
So I need
definitely check it
to
out.
certainly
I've
reach
al-
my limits with Baldur's Gate.
yeah, you
My
think you're pretty
graphical
close to.
limits, I had to turn so much down.
Oh yeah, I have to do that
And
on
I
my
think that's
laptop a
where a lot
lot.
of my interactivity issues come in.
Yeah, Thor was saying
Fighting.
that it's a bit rougher on a worse computer.
Yeah, I think it was made to exist in its fullest state, which
Yeah.
I understand in these days, but
Mm-hmm.
I want to
It's
play a
still
game.
yeah, it's still rough.
Like, and I keep coming back to Tears of the Kingdom, but you get a lot of the same interactivity that you want from Baldur's Gate in Tears of the Kingdom, but everything feels so straightforward.
Yeah, definitely. It's it's so weird some of the things you can't do in Baldur's Gate, like rope. There's no use for it. You can't tie people up you can't climb the environment or climb up or down or anything. Like, it's just such a weird omission.
Supposed to be
'Cause
able to combine it with any object.
Right. I should be able to fucking attach a hammer to it and have my person swing it around.
Yeah.
Is that stupid? Sure. Is it gonna be effective? No. But I should be able to.
I took improvised weapon mastery for a reason.
Right.
But again, it's the disconnect for me comes like it falls short of actual D&D, and I know that this isn't it for everybody. I enjoy theater of the mind. I can live in those limitless possibilities, but not everybody can.
Yeah.
I've got friends who can't play D&D or won't play D&D because like they're just not visual thinkers. And so theater of the mind doesn't really do it for them.
Yeah. Well, maybe they'll like one D&D or whatever.
I'm not even familiar enough.
Wizards is coming out with a virtual tabletop,
Oh,
but
okay.
like fully 3D and all that.
Okay, because I thought one D&D was just a new.
It's part of it.
Gotcha.
I think I don't know if they bought Roll20 or if they just got the idea from Roll20. But it's kind of like that, but 3D instead of just the tabletop on a 2D plane.
Yeah.
It's ambitious, but just like Baldur's Gate, I don't know if they're going to be able to have the, I guess, scope for it all.
Well, I mean, with it being a D&D thing, it'll be hopefully, an ongoing project.
Hopefully,
like
I'm
their
also
core rule books are.
Yeah, I'm also worried that they're gonna like really nickel and dime you.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I understand that they do have to make money. Unfortunately, we
Yes,
do live in a capitalist
but like I don't want to
like
pay
drive for
$10
things.
for a model of a goblin.
Yes. Well, I
Like I'm
mean,
fine with paying money, but you got to make it, you know,
worth
feel
your
good.
yeah. Because I mean, that's the current system. If you want a visual representation of a goblin, so hopefully this undercuts that. But if we get there, it'll be a slow process getting there because they don't want to undercut their own market because they are Hasbro.
Yep. No, we'll see how it goes. It'll be rough. I can pretty much guarantee you that. Because it's just going to be a learning process for everyone.
Yeah.
Speaking of it being rough, you got about 7 minutes left.
Rough it will remain.
Wait. Maybe I don't know. I'm trying to think of what yours is. Is it based
Uh,
off of anything that we've talked about recently?
nope.
Okay.
And I'll expound fully on it whenever we get there. But
Yeah.
I've been kind of close to the chest about this one.
Hey, that's fine. You got to pull out all the tricks to win it tonight. You are even.
I don't know that I am. I'm not happy with my design work, but if I had kept that close to the chest, you never would have known. Sometimes it's
okay.
just about selling the idea.
Yep.
I can't say this is the worst thing in the world I've ever drawn, but animals are not my specialty.
Sounds like you need to draw more animals.
When in my life am I going to need to draw a hamster?
Now?
Yeah.
I mean, I tried. It kind of looks like a hamster.
Yeah. My favorite toy was a book. I liked the dictionary.
My favorite toy is a train. You know what kind of train?
Thomas?
Magic train. Takes you to the North
Magic?
Pole. Eat Santa.
You're gonna eat Santa?
Yeah, eat Santa.
No, don't. I don't. Well, he'd probably taste pretty good, honestly. He doesn't do a lot of work.
You
Like
just
he
gotta
sits
slow
around.
cook them.
Ooh. Would you want to slow like? How would you cook Santa?
Smoked.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Get him in a big smoker.
Yeah. Or Berea.
Ooh. You could you could make him like a gyro meat and just have him just like flay off a little tiny bit over and over.
Ooh. Hey
Get real-
kids, Santa came down the chimney.
He didn't notice that we had a trap and then just smoked him alive.
We had a skewer that ran down. He just
Yep.
didn't check for traps, Spooky.
We had motion sensing. He set up a camera specifically inside the chimney. Yeah, he should have checked for traps. Should have listened to his grandma.
Shame.
Well, for him. For us, I mean, we're eating Christmas dinner.
Yeah. Saving off a piece of this Christmas goose. Saving off a piece of this Christmas juice.
Ooh-hoo.
Ah, I hate this brush.
You got about 3:30. Down to the wire.
Oh, I need a bigger eraser than that. Maybe a smaller eraser than that.
That's what I like about the program I use is that you can set your erasers.
Oh yeah, I've got... I could do that, but... I'm lazy.
I only learned that you could do it like 6 months ago.
Is it your eraser size, or...?
Like, set it so it saves it.
Oh, yeah.
Presets.
I could make a picture of my own face into a brush on here if I wanted.
That would
Will
be
I?
cool.
We'll see.
That would make a fun stream. Just making random brushes.
Good idea. Add it to the... Add it to the list.
Add it to the list.
I don't know if I have access to that channel.
There you do on the other one,
Do I?
Aaron does. Aaron's not
That's-
drawing.
as far as you know. Sadie,
Over
you gotta
there.
move.
Doodling us as goofuses.
Yeah, I'm actually like the best artist in the world.
Don't hide your light under a bushel.
No, I'm good.
Me
Oh,
and my
I'm
bushel are
done.
happy.
Yeah.
With a minute to spare. Just stare at this, all of its horrifyingness. I promise it'll make sense once I explain it.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, I'll call mine done as well.
All right, that's a pretty.
You gotta remember there's like a decent chunk of time between my childhood and your guys' childhood.
Yeah, that's true.
No, but anybody who didn't grow up when I grew up is wrong.
Yeah,
That's fair.
also true.
Alright. So I know what yours is, Bat, because that little commercial jingle worked way too well. but go ahead and explain.
Okay, so these are Zuzus. They're these stupid little hamsters that I had so many of. The character that I had the most of, I had multiples of Num Nums, just because I couldn't say her name because I grew up with a speech impediment, and I just liked having that one specifically. And I would constantly lose Num Nums. So I kind of made a movie poster saying how she finds her way home.
That's fun.
Like
Also,
Homeward Bound.
these same hamster toys are part of the reason I had to cut all my hair off. But I love them
Okay,
nonetheless.
elaborate.
They have little like you pull them back and
They're
they
like the cars.
yeah. Except they didn't have to be pulled back. If you press the little button on their nose, they did like a turbo mode thing.
Oh.
And I was like 6, so I slept with one in my bed. Bad
Oh
idea.
no.
It got a really big chunk of my hair.
And created a style that would last much
A
longer
decade.
into your life.
But yeah, this is Num Nums, and she's trying to find her way home.
Nice. Yeah, I've never heard of that.
I still have one. It's in my box in the basement.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Travis, what do you have here? Tell me about your
Now, you had a guess. I'd like to hear it.
it just made me think of like we had talked about Marble Madness, or not Marble Madness. What the fuck is it called?
It is.
It's Marble Madness.
It is.
Oh shit.
Um,
Well, points for me.
I had one of those wooden Marble Madness puzzles with like the wooden knobs on the sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got way into that because like coming up with a toy I grew up with was so tough because I don't know. We grew up in the era of branded content like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh were such huge parts, and they already got movies. Um, my next go-to would have been there was a Street Shark spin-off with dinosaurs,
Mm.
but
I think
that's still a branded, you know, there's already content for that. There's already a show about that. And so it didn't, I would just draw the thing I grew up with because I had this T Rex where I would open and close his jaw. It didn't feel great to go with that if we're making a new movie about a toy. And so my idea was Marble Madness as a cube like horror movie.
Oh, cool.
I'd watch it. I like your blood smear.
Oh, thank you.
That's not something you usually say to people.
It's okay when you're saying it to an artist.
It's my pickup line.
Hey girl, you got a nice smear going.
I can just see you walking up to somebody and saying that.
I do go to a lot of goth clubs or
Yeah.
goth bar events. Yeah, like your blood smear. Or I'll go to the Ren Fair.
I could see it.
Well,
Ooh.
Bat, I'm gonna say that you're the victor tonight because
Oh.
you brought me a new thing into my life with Nums Nums.
Num Nums.
It says Nums Nums.
It's supposed to be Num Num. That's just how they spelled her name.
Travis, you're the winner tonight
Oh, fuck.
Ha
because you didn't argue with me.
Save it for next time.
See, you could have been like, actually, and I would have been like, Dakota, No one wins tonight. Thank you for coming out.
Yeah.
Before we leave,
Yeah.
Kirby.
Oh yeah, you got to enlarge Kirby.
Oh,
He's hiding back there.
Can't
Well,
let his sparkle dim.
that's right. The true
Even
star
if
of the
I'm
show.
even if I'm not just watching,
Yeah,
I gotta enlarge Kirby.
you gotta enlarge Kirby. You can't leave him out.
Nah, it's
Do you have? That's right.
fantastic.
Just
So, thank you all for coming out to 10 Paces on a Thursday night showdown?
yeah.
What?
Unusual. Don't
But
get used to
nah.
it.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. Count your blessings, peasants.